Alright, welcome back to our Let's Play of Ravenloft, Strahd's Possession. The last time we had played, we had made our way to the city of Barovia. Now, when we got here, it was mentioned to us that we should seek out some sort of city official. And in that case, this game, it is the Burgomaster. But before we visit him, we're going to check out a couple of other places of interest. I've got stepping mode on because it makes it easier to travel. The life is all but gone from this village. Never have I seen the like, but once. There was a town where two armies converged for their final battle. There I saw desolation akin to this. True, the buildings here have not been burned as those were, but the feel is the same. So we're going to wander around Barovia a little bit. At all the different houses that exist in this village. See, some of them are boarded up, like this one right here. But that's the building we're looking for over there. This is the Blood on the Vine Tavern. The gypsy we met on the way here had mentioned it. So let's poke our heads in real quick. In fact, that looks like our gypsy friend. Let's say hello again. Young Vistani, as a gypsy you must know a great deal of the land outside the town. May we converse with you for a moment?
Ah, Giorgio, greetings. There are a few places in Ravenloft our Bardo caravans haven't seen. That's true enough. We're traders, entertainers, and escorts to the realm. That being said, allow me to act as a merchant and sell you the most excellent Vistani potion I am carrying today. An antidote to the venomous fogs of Barovia.
Still trying to sell us that potion. Fortunately, we don't have the money for it. Pardon me. I'm interested. Perhaps we can come to some agreement if the price is right. What are you asking for the potion?
An agreement can be reached easily enough. 15 coins is the price. We'll start there, argue there, and finish there, Giorgio. 15 coins and a potion is yours.
I see. 15 coins is all you will accept. Unfortunately, it is more than we can pay, regardless of the potion quality, Vistani.
No need to grow surly, friend. Times are hard, especially for a young Vistani such as I. In faith, I will make you this promise, that I shall hold the potion for you until you have acquired coin enough. Return then, and we will conclude our business.
You called yourself an escort. May you be persuaded to take us to your camp?
Giorgio, outsiders are not welcome in camp. Well, not often. You don't know how the villagers treat us. Why, Pt.3 is the only one who smiles when I enter the Blood of the Vine. I suppose I might be able to introduce you to one of our camp elders, perhaps even a seer. You're not a villager after all, but you would have to be blindfolded.
To be blindfolded... dang it. To be blindfolded is too great a risk. Is there another way?
Yes, I can escort you to the camp without the blindfolds. Of course, we'll have to kill you in the morning and move our caravan. The only way anyone will ever see the warmth of a gypsy fire is as I have said. You may not have meant offense. When you're ready to accept my terms, you may ask again.
If we're to achieve our goal, we can't afford to join in petty squabbles and prejudices. Blindfold us.
If you're willing to put that much faith in me, I shan't let you come to harm, though I can't answer for my elders. They're most likely to have you thrown from camp. You must know as well that it will take some time to reach my people. Not until next evening will you hear our gypsy fiddles and tambourines, our lamentations echoing in the cold mountain air.
After hours of hard travel, the dark uncertainty of the blindfold is taken away. Safe escort has been provided to the Vistani camp. And as promised, the Vardova seer is pointed out. Madame Eva awaits.
Madame Eva is another important character in the Ravenloft world. She's mentioned in a couple of the Ravenloft stories as well.
Secluded within, the seer practices her ancient art. The cards, she explains, are reluctant to reveal the fate of outsiders. An accurate reading may be impossible. Hesitantly, Madame Eva admits to a missing card, to the one face of the Taroko which has been stolen by another of Ravenloft's Giorgios. Madame Eva suspects Lord Strahd himself of acquiring the card, perhaps to employ in his own dark rituals at Castle Ravenloft.
And Lord Strahd has been mentioned again. This time in some sort of dark magic or rituals.
As the meeting comes to a close, farewells are bid. Madame Eva assures that a safe escort will again be provided beyond the secret encampment of the Vistani.
Alright, we're back at the tavern. Let's poke around a little bit, see who else is willing to speak with us. Innkeeper, will you welcome us under your roof? We have been long on a chill road, and would welcome a fire and a friendly hearth.
Would you now, Outlander? Well, it's never been said Bray Martikova turned a stranger away from his tavern. And I'm Bray, so be welcome. Come in and warm yourself. You're in Strahd's land now, you know. So I expect you'll behave yourself and pay your bills on time.
Alright, so that's Bray. That's the gentleman that the gypsy mentioned is the only one that smiles at him. We were attacked on the road by highwaymen and brigands. Is the law so weak here that travelers risk their lives on Salvage Road?
We have simple laws. Pay your taxes to the Burgomaster, and be ready to turn over to Strahd anything else he may desire. Be it your gold, your labor, or your life. And I tell you, worse than thieves roam our Barovia nights. Once the sun deeps below the peaks of the Balanok, horrors you can't imagine stalk our misty alleys. The villagers themselves often vanish at night, never to be found.
Yeah, even though we're in the village, it's still not safe. At night we can be attacked by brigands and darklings at the least, and as we explore you may even see some monsters hiding. This Strahd you speak of, I heard his name before. Could you suggest some way in which I might speak with this man?
No, by helm. Whatever land you come from, it breeds valiant souls. Strahd is rarely seen. He resides in Ravenloft, a castle perched on a precipice north of the road, brooding over the village. By law, anyone entering the castle uninvited is put to death. Of course, I know of several invited guests who have suffered the same fate. Perhaps you should have a talk with our Burgomaster.
Ah, so Helm is known here. What can you tell me, innkeeper, about the Vistani?
Why ask me? There's the Vistani at the bar, that's him. Now as a caution, I'd best advise my customers to make a wide path about the gypsies. If Strahd has eyes and ears watching over us, the Vistani are such. But this one, He seems regular enough, never asks for credit, and always keeps my patrons entertained.
Oh, that looks like all we can speak to Bray about. How about this gentleman over here? Huh. I would have thought the old one would have something to say. Aren't old men with gray beards the first to tell their stories to passers-by? What has befallen a land where those who have nothing to lose won't part with a simple smile? There are a lot of characters around here that have nothing to say whatsoever. Ooh, we got some other people over here. Let's see if this gentleman has anything to say. He won't talk. Nor does it look like he cares to move from that chair of his. Best that can be done is to let him sit and stare away whatever years are left to him. But who's this over here? She looks a bit more peculiar than the other characters we've seen. Pardon me, but you seem to want to be left alone. That's an invitation for someone to ask why.
Is it? In my case, I'm sure you're mistaken. You seem pleasant enough, but I have no need of company, sympathy, or your assistance. Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be that abrupt. Truly, though, at the moment, I desire very much to be left to my own devices.
Of everyone I've met in this town so far, you seem the most like you should be one of us. It is a feeling, as though we walk similar paths.
Hear me, for I'll say this once. Your business and mine are as separate as the rivers Ivlis and Luna. Two black streams I hope never to see again. To have business in Ravenloft itself is to oppose me. For my single goal is to escape this pit of black bile forever. Were I to curse you, I would wish you luck in any business that keeps you here.
Oh, she doesn't seem to have much to say. A little rough, isn't she? No. Can't blame her too much. This is a horrible place. Now, there are a couple of other places I want us to visit before we move on. Just gotta be careful in walking around and see if I can find them. Oh, one little feature I should make note of is the auto map. The auto map allows you to even mark off certain places. If it will let me. Well, not working right now. I'll play with it later. But you can mark off on the auto map text and notes. So I would label this building the Blood of the Vine Tavern. Now we're getting somewhere. Call it BOV, Blood of the Vine. There we go. So anytime we want to look at the auto map, we'll find our way back here. Alright, now we're going to poke our head into this house. As long as the house isn't boarded up, you can enter it. There's much to be said for appearing friendly to the natives, and possibly winning allies amongst them. Since we stepped within this home unannounced, a cautious and friendly approach is best. Oh, we got somebody sitting in the corner over here. Oh, it's just another old man that doesn't want to tell us anything. When I used to play, I would mark off every building that I entered into, so that way I would know where I have and have not been. But we're not going to do too much of that this time around. And even the buildings aren't safe. I could always run into somebody wanting to attack us here as well. There's also treasure to be found in these places, so it's worthwhile to poke your head around. Careful now. We've entered this home without invitation, and should be cautious of our wanderings within. Above all, we should be polite in our inquiries. Oh, that's a familiar-looking face, isn't it? We met this man in the woods. We don't mean to intrude. We don't mean to intrude. But are you all right? Yours is one of few doors not barred to us, and we are in search of information.
Door? Unlocked? Have I left the door open again? Does it matter now that my son is lost? You have no idea how I've searched. No idea. The townsfolk talk as if I never had a son, or as if he's been dead for years. If only the dreams would tell me more.
Ooh, dreams, he says. We thought to ask for assistance, but you look as if you might need our help. Are you well?
Oh, my dear son. He's not alive. Not in Barovia. I can tell you that. Our father feels these things. He knows them in his dreams. The dreams. I've seen the dead, bloodless face of the boy, of my son, and I've heard him speak. In dreams he tells me he will be avenged. And then lightning strikes in the forest, and he is gone.
We met a gypsy on the way here. Do you know of the Vistani?
My friend, have no dealing with the Vistani. I warn you. Such vagabonds may have had a hand in my son's disappearance. No good townsfolk will have aught to do with them. They deal in curses and fortune-telling. I believe them to be thieves.
Well, that's all this poor man has to say, so let's not bother him any longer. But it's from all those things that he says that leads me to believe he might be Van Richen, another important NPC, well not NPC, but another important character from the world of Ravenloft. Does he have any goodies hiding in his house? Doesn't look like it. Alright, there are just a few more places I'd like to show you, if I can find them. Cows, chickens, dogs, geese. Where are the animals of the village? Never have I known a village so devoid of livestock. We should be pursuing our way through the stubborn market traffic, or fending off village mutts. The few simple creatures would inhabit every village have seen fit to stay away from the place. We should be especially wary. This is the house I want to put my head in? Careful now. We've entered this home without invitation, and should be cautious of our wanderings within. Above all else, we should be polite in our inquiries. That leads me to believe that I'm in the right place. Nope, I'm not in the right place. Another man who doesn't want to talk to us. Does this man have any treasure? No, nothing here for us. Getting dark out. Any goodies in here? Oh! Is that somebody laughing at us, or is that just ambient music? Okay, we'll go with ambient music. Take a look at our map. Borovia died long ago. That much is certain. The few simple fools who remain think themselves as inhabiting a living village. Then much the worse for them. They have my pity, perhaps my prayers. They shall have good use for both in the long nights ahead. It's true, Gordon. These people need to know the Melmac ways. Now we're getting somewhere. Madam, if you don't mind me saying, you have an air about you, almost of royalty. Are you in hiding?
You are mistaken. My blood is the poor blood of this land, no better than any other maidens in Barovia, and I hide from no one. In truth, if you perceive some special quality in me, might I impose upon you? Might I join your company?
It is a pity your safety cannot be guaranteed, and because it cannot, you must stay here. It is safe here, is it not?
This place is secure, after a fashion, to whatever degree a home in Barovia can be. It is the weariness that surrounds my heart like the mists, the tedium of living every day within these walls that will undo me. I thought I saw in you an opportunity to get away. You may be back this way, and if you come again, my door will remain open to you. My interest in walking a ways with you the same as now.
This is another character we can get to join our party. My lady, your company would be greatly appreciated. I'm certain your warm smile and sunny disposition will brighten our path. Can you be persuaded to come along?
I am a free woman, unmarried and with none to tend to. For all that, you'll take me as your equal or not at all. The tedium here is not so great I'll trade it to become a serving maid to an outland party. I beg your pardon, old one, should you find my language unmaidenly. But now that we understand one another, I would be glad to accompany you.
Alright, so since we're taking on a new party member, and we only have a party of 4, we have to drop one. Now, our created characters stay with us no matter what. But we're going to drop our buddy over here. What was his name, Fel? I gotta look up his name because I'm such a bad memory. We're going to drop Falcon and replace him with Titania. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Well, if you're taking on another hand, I see an opportunity for a nap and a warm meal. All this chasing about has my feet as numb as horses' hooves. Should you wish to seek me out again, come to my home in Barovia, for there I'll be.
Now, if we want Falcon back, we could just look out for his home in Barovia. But we've taken Titania. Now, she is also a fighter, but she's a level lower than he was. And while she has great con and charisma score, her strength isn't so high, which makes her less desirable as a frontline fighter. But she's actually rather important to the Ravenloft story. So we are going to hang on to her just for a little bit so you can get an idea of her character and how she works in the game. You see, she can carry so little equipment. This red scale here tells you how much you can carry. I think once it gets high enough, you actually slow down as you move on the map. Any goodies in here? Nope. And you know what? Just for the sake of it, we're going to mark this as her house. More visits we're going to make. If Barovia is a stinking unwelcome place, this is the rancid heart of it. Now we're in kind of the slumish area. If we're likely to get attacked anywhere, it's here. Oh, speaking of being attacked... Stepping mode. Make it a little easier to fight these guys. Let's see if we can hit him hold. Got him. And he's going to be stuck there. At least a little bit. Unable to fight back. is a moment to tell you more about the game. You can see her portrait has turned sort of like green now. That means she's been poisoned, and she will take damage slowly over the course of the game until she dies. Now, there's magic that can stop that. You can actually learn a magic spell that cures poison. You also learn a magic spell that slows down the effective rate. But we don't have that magic right now. We do have this ointment. I told you that this is what we want to cure stabs and things like this. And it also heals her HP a bit. Let's save the game because we just got through a tough fight. Now it just came to my attention the quick saving doesn't work so well. So we're going to use slot 1 as our quick save. Whenever we just want to save quickly to be safe, we're going to use that. Careful now. Same old, same old. Any goodies? No. Uh-oh. Pressed the wrong button and it shut me out. That's alright. Not where we want to go right now anyways. Ooh, goodies. Fireball. Does Beatrice know Fireball? Yes, she does. Velkia. Velkia does now. When I had played off screen, I memorized new spells for them. So when we get in the fights, you may see us use them. I'm over in the slums because there's a character, well, an NPC I want to show you guys. We can get to without being killed. Oh, is this it? Yes, it is. Pleasant day to you, madam. At your age, you must know a great deal about what goes on in Barovia.
Oh dear, yes, yes. She tells me everything, the little one. Don't you, my sweet daughter, my dearie, tells me everything. She can fly, you know. Invisible as a wisp, hiding in the fog. Little one plays in the twisted trees where her father waits. Yes, he does. She says it's close when you hear the thunder, where the big tree wears rings on its feet and sings about the sunny seas.
The old hag chills my blood. Better to speak with a young, sane maiden. Good day, madam. Goodbye.
Fly. Fly away and die away in an alley, eh? Or high in the castle grey. Oh, for a maiden. But they bathe in dust. Only magic gains their trust. Little one knows how stiff the young ones wait. She wails beneath the graveyard moon.
You're mad, woman. We should leave you to your madness.
Leave, yes. You'd like to leave, wouldn't you? But you won't. Little one has a heart of leaves and wooden eyes. She breathes with paper sighs. Dearie knows what the book says. You need what you came through the mist to find, what you swore to return. A bleeding man lost it, so little one says. Only then will the words on the pages set you free.
Alright. Well, seems like that's just a mad old woman cackling nonsense. But we should actually be careful because she has spells. Yeah, her mad ramblings aren't actually that mad. Oh, there's a bunch of brigands over there. Let's see if we can blast them with some magic. flame arrow probably took him out. There's lots of goodies to find in some of these houses. One in particular I want to go to. Let's see if I remember where it is. There it is. Oh, we slipped on this. Last night. Another one. You get magic missile. Oh, we've been poisoned again. Well, I don't know if I have more ointment to save her. I'm afraid you'll find the warehouse is abandoned. Trade has become a forgotten art in Barovia. Few travel, and few still can afford to transport valuables from place to place. In recent years, that cost has become their lives. Let's get for a potion. This poor woman is probably not going to make it. Okay, pretty sure that's where we want to go. Cast 8 on her to make her a little tougher. Up, here we go. These horrible looking things are broken rings, shapen monsters, people. We find them in some of the houses around the world. Oh, Tiny died already? Finest game playing you can find on YouTube. The reason I wanted to visit here was one, to show off those monsters, and to pick up this hammer. This hammer's actually magical. Do we have scrolls of raised dead around? There we go. Well, so much for that exceptional constitution score. Casting raised dead on her permanently lowers her con by 1. We are going to rest. Alright. Oh, no more dilly-dallying. Let's go find the Burgomaster here, so we can get on with the game. Now, there are more sights to see in the town of Borovia. Some of them we'll have to pass by to continue the game. But right now we're going to go and visit the Burgomaster. This big old place is his home. Is it over here? I think somewhere around his estate is a circle of magic stones. And you can rest in these stones without being attacked by enemies. But the truth is, pretty much anywhere indoors you can rest without being attacked. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not here.